Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new BBC Micro Let's Play. Let us see if I can find my games. I need to find my games. Where are you? There you are. Welcome to Let's Play The Kingdom of Klein. Epic Adventures number 3. And it is a full-scale adventure through caves, water, tunnels, mountains, etc. to find and restore the magic Klein bottle. So, believe it or not, a Klein bottle is a real thing, as I have found out while playing this game. There's this little form of mathematics called topology, and one of the things that is studied in topology is a Klein bottle. And a Klein bottle is a weird little bottle with an opening that loops in on itself. And the way that a Klein bottle is, it looks like it shouldn't exist, but it does. And the only reason you would probably want to have a Klein bottle is to hold your water in a very awkward way. That's practically it. Also, this game is from 1984, and it was written by Melvin Wright. Had to strain there at the beginning when I was reading all that stuff so I could find information, just so I can mention it in the video. Anyway, let's press a key for the next page. An aura of doom surrounds the Klein kingdom. The magic bottle was removed from its pedestal in the king's palace and stolen by the wicked witch of the mountain. She swore that she would put a hideous curse on anybody who was foolish enough to try to recover it. Unfortunately, the citizens of Klein have elected you to be the foolish one. You must destroy the wicked witch, find the magic bottle, and return it to the pedestal in the king's palace. Commands may be entered in the form of complete sentences. It is usually only necessary to enter the first 2 or 3 letters of most words, but if this doesn't produce the expected result, retype in full. The program has a vocabulary of over 150 words, and it is part of the game to discover what these are. However, some words that you will need to know are listed on the next page. Most of these words have single letter input. And we get some pretty cool organ music going on here as we see our playing instructions and our most basic of commands. North, south, east, west, up, down, in, and out. You can replace those with N, S, E, W, U, D, and I believe I and O maybe. You can also use enter and exit in place of in and out respectively, and that will also work. Take, to pick up an object. Drop, to drop an object. Inventory, to list your possessions. Look, to describe your surroundings in case you need a general description of the room again. That is what you put down. Score, to obtain your score. There are points in this game. The maximum point value you can get in this game is 8,000. Thankfully, there is a way to get 8,000 points. It's not impossible. You just got to know what to do. Save, to save the current game on tape. Load, to load back a saved game. Quit, to end the current game. And as with all BBC Micro Let's Plays, and anything that uses OBS Studio, this Let's Play was made possible by the help of High Retro Game Lord 89. Without him playing this game, and also him introducing me to OBS Studio, I probably wouldn't be making this Let's Play or any BBC Micro Let's Plays at all. Links in the description. With that in mind, let's go. The Kingdom of Klein. Discover the secrets of the 5 mystical solids and use them to find and kill the Wicked Witch, and return the Klein bottle to its pedestal in the palace. You're in the palace. The room is richly furnished, with fine carpets on the floor and an ornamental ceiling. There is a pedestal in the corner. The only exit from the room is to the east. What now? And from here, it's text adventure time. So, the only thing we can really do here is to go east. So we're going to go east. You're in the antechamber of the palace. The pedestal room is to the west, and an exit north leads out into the palace courtyard. This room is not so luxurious as the pedestal room. There is here a rolled-up umbrella bearing the initials MP. Take umbrella. We are going to need it later. And from here, we go north. You are at the south end of the palace courtyard, a square cobbled area just inside the grounds of the palace. Exits lead off in all directions. So when you enter a direction once in the courtyard, you go to that end of the courtyard. And if you go in that direction again, you will go in that direction again to another area. Let us go to the west first. And going west again from the west end. Same description as when we came into the courtyard, just different end. We end up in the stables. You're in the stables. There are no horses here now, but various items of horse-riding equipment hang on the walls. A short wooden ladder is fixed in position and leads up to a hayloft. Let's go up. You're in the hayloft above the stables. The floor is covered with straw, which makes a soft rustling noise as you move about. There is here a needle. Get needle. We now have the needle. And we can see at what we have in our inventory. And it should be mentioned that you can only carry 8 items at any given time. If you try to carry more, the game tells you that your pockets are full and you will need to drop something. So let us go to the east. We need to go back down the ladder. I forgot to go back down the ladder. And from here, we need to go to the north side of the courtyard, and then north again. You are in a solemn-looking room which you realize must be the palace chapel. There are several small portraits on the wall, one of which looks slightly odd. There is here a Bible. Well, first off, let's go ahead and get the Bible. And we can read the Bible, I guess. The Bible is full of Bible talk. You can see no obvious use for it at the moment, but it may come in handy in a few months' time. Okay. So there's no obvious use for it now, and there's not going to be any use for it at all. So let's drop the Bible. You do have to read the Bible for points, though. You do have to do that. Anyway, the description of the room also mentioned a portrait that seemed out of place. You have to move the portrait. And if you do that, one of the portraits swings back to reveal a wall safe. What now? Well, can we open the safe? The safe is locked. Well, can we unlock the safe? Despite having nothing to unlock it with. You have no suitable key. Ah, so this is a key lock instead of a combination lock. Interesting. Let us go to the south. And from here, well, if we go east, we're not going to find a key, so we're going to have to go east from the east end to leave. You are standing to the east of the courtyard, in the entrance to the palace. A road leads off to the north. Let us go to the north. You are on an east-west road just outside the palace. A huge mountain can be seen in the distance to the east. And from here, we need to go east, because we cannot go in any direction other than that and south, which just takes us back. You are on the palace road. The road is bordered on the north side by a wooden fence with rungs alongside, and then the south side by the palace grounds. All we can do is west and east, and we can go east to find that we are on the palace road, and we can find a small key. Get key. We found a lock on the key earlier, on the safe earlier, and it looks like we may have to go back west, west, south, and west, and then we can go north twice, and then we can unlock the safe now that we have the key. And now we unlock the safe with the key, and we open the safe to find a gold coin. Get coin. You pick up a gold coin. South, west, or was it east? No, you have to go east to leave. Let's go north, east, east, and east again. And the road bends north and west at this point. You can see a lake in the distance to the north. If you go north, you are on the palace road. You can see a small hut to the north by the side of the lake. The hut looks deserted from here, but you will have to get closer to be able to see inside it. Do we go north from here? We do. You are by the lake. You can hear birds singing in the nearby trees. There is a small boat hut here. A sign above the door reads, "Boats for hire. 1 gold coin." What now? Well, we can enter the hut. You are inside the boat hut. There is an old sailor here sitting on an old upturned boat. He springs to attention as you enter and holds out his hand for some money. Well, we need a boat to get over the lake. We obviously need to pay this man 1 gold coin, and that is exactly what we have. So, give coin. The sailor takes your coin and drags in a boat from the next room. "I want this boat back within 5 days," he snarls. "Else I'll skin you alive." Well, we now have a boat. Let us go ahead and take the boat. You pick up a small rowing boat. Exit. And from here, we can row boat. But I also believe you can board boat. You can board the boat or you can row the boat. Either command works. You board the boat and row across the lake to the other side. You are on the east side of the lake, walking along a north-south road. The road rests in the shadow of a giant mountain which lies due east. The key falls into the water, which doesn't bother me because we don't need that key anymore. It was only good for the safe. And the small rowing boat is now out of our inventory. We have no reason to take it because we're probably going to need it to return. So, do we go north? No, we go south. You are on the road leading from the lake to the giant mountain. A path leads off east. Let's go east. You are on the road to the base of the mountain. East again. Same description. East again. And by going east a third time, we still get this description for a third time. But if you go this way a fourth time, you are on the road which continues east-west along the base of the mountain. There is a narrow winding path here which rises up the side of the mountain. You could climb up the mountain here. Let us go to the east a fifth time. You are walking around the base of the giant mountain. There are trees to the south. What now? Let's go east a sixth time. You're walking around the base of the giant mountain. There are also trees to the south. If you go south 1, 2, 3 times, you get a bird's egg. Get egg. We will need it later. 1, 2, 3. And if we go east once more, you are walking around the base of the giant mountain. A giant is standing astride the path here. Behind him you can see a door leading into the mountain. He waves his sword about and bellows, "If I catch you hanging around here, I'll slice you in two." He is not kidding. If you go west and then come back east, he will kill you. If you try to go east from here, while the giant is still here, he will kill you. So don't do either of those things. Instead, we're going to go west. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to climb up the mountain. So up 1, 2, 3, 4. The path continues upward, but a narrow ledge leads off east along the rock face. You could negotiate this with care, but any slip would be fatal. Let's go ahead and do it anyway. Let's go east. You are shuffling along the narrow ledge. The ground is far below. Well, we are quite high. East again. A number of rocks have fallen down onto the ledge at this point. The ledge is too narrow for you to step around them, and you do not think that you could climb over them. Could we push the rocks, perhaps? Make them fall down further? We are pretty high up. You send some of the rocks crashing down the mountain. Very nice. Let me go ahead and save here real quick. And I'll go ahead and use that one. And from here, could we push the rocks again? Can we keep doing this? Apparently we can. I don't know why you would want to do this more than once. I'm just going to go ahead and reload the save anyway. I can actually use some state saves instead of the actual save command because I am playing this on BBAM. So I can get away with doing this. Anyway, we've pushed some rocks down the mountain. Let us go west 1, 2, 3. Okay. We just needed to go west twice. And we need to go up 1, 2, 3. It would be a most unpleasant experience if you lost your footing up here. 4, 5, 6. You are nearly at the top of the mountain. 7. There is a small opening in the rock here which looks as though it may contain something interesting. What now? Enter. You're inside the mountain. There's a weird tree-like structure going up from the rocks. The branches of the tree are contorted into a variety of unnatural configurations. What now? Well, we have no place else to go but up, so let's do that. You were climbing on the weird tree. A letter P is carved in the bark here. What now? Keep that in mind for later. Go up again. Or better yet, copy that letter P onto a piece of paper, like I have. You're better off doing that. Matter of fact, P. Alright. Yeah, I'm using the receipt from the store near where I live. I can get away with using it. You are at the top of the tree, although there are several small branches above your head, which you cannot climb because they would be likely to break under your weight. There is here a torn scroll. Get scroll. Alright. We are going to save right here. And we are going to read the scroll. Ask you must find Olids. They will Chiz Cavern, where Urtes will be the wicked witch of Ecover the Mysterious. You definitely want to save before you read this because of the red text that's down there. Do that. Please save before you read it. Then read the scroll, and then load your save file because you are dead. As you read the scroll, an evil spirit emerges and envelops you completely. In your mind, you seem to see a faint image of a mountain door. After a while, you fall to the ground unconscious. Oh dear, you seem to have been killed. Do you want to be resurrected? Yes? Oh dear. You're better off loading. So, you should have that copied down by now. That little message right there. And then you should have a file from just before you read it that you should be able to load. If you don't, we have a problem and you're going to have to get all the way back here. Anyway, down. Down again. And let us exit. Now we need to go all the way down until we're at the base of the mountain, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are now back at the base. And if we keep going east, and we go to where the giant was, the rocks that we have pushed on our way up the mountain have killed him. The giant lies dead underneath a large pile of rocks. There is here a long sword. Get long sword. And we now have a long sword. And I am going to save right here. This is going to be a multi-part BBC Micro text adventure long play. This is not as short as the other text adventures that I myself have played on the BBC Micro in the past. This one will take some effort and some time. And this one will definitely take multiple videos. So be ready to kick back and relax with this one, because this one is going to take, it's not going to be super long or anything, but you're going to be sitting down for a couple videos at least. We are now where the giant was, except the giant is dead. And if we go east from here, we will be able to see what he has guarded. But what did he guard? We're going to find out in the next video. So join me next time where we continue our adventure to find the Klein bottle. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!